Hello again, this is Barry, and we're on part 8. I appreciate you hanging in there, and I thought we would be moving along a little bit quicker, but we are making progress. So if you want, you just bear with me, and we'll finish this thing eventually. Oh, but as I said, we're making progress, and right now we're just working on the bedroom. Let's go ahead and press R, and we'll continue. We're going to go ahead and add our cabinets, our furniture, our drawers, whatever we decide to put here. And let me do that again and enter the measurement. We're using a rectangle and going to make this 24 inches deep. We'll go from this way, this edge, that corner, over to here. And it actually looks like it's pretty close to 2 feet, but we'll go ahead, enter comma, 24, erase this line. And then I was thinking about on this here demonstrating. We have we're going to add cherry. Just use the cherry as a texture on our cabinets. But I wanted to illustrate to you about or selecting um, from say we'll select a different type of wood to put here, and if we happen to go with cherry again. Hold on. Here's the wood. And we'll select cherry. This is the original cherry. I had actually made some changes to the one we've been using, and you'll be able to tell the difference between the two. Uh, okay, this is all the wood. So we'll go back to the in model colors and textures, and we'll be able to find the new wood texture. I think, but I don't see it. Okay, maybe I needed to use that. Let's try again. And we'll go to wood, and select cherry. We'll use the cherry. And as you can see, there's a difference in the cuts. The color and the grain is not as uh, detailed. So we'll go back to the in the model, in model colors and textures. And here you can see we're using this cherry texture rather than the one we have at the bottom. And so you can see the difference. But if you keep using selecting from the wood the wood types, you'll just keep adding texture after texture. And if you happen to have made some changes, it is just a lot more difficult to find. Even with the windows, I did that so much at first, and now if I want to get a certain type of window, have a certain type of darkness and clarity, it might take a while for me to find that that texture, that type of glass. But we'll continue to move on now, and what we want is to form an exterior wall. So let's just start here, and we'll make this a 6 inch wall. So comma is an exterior wall, so we'll make it 6 inches, and just add this to the out over here. There we go. And we want to make give this a bay window effect. So we'll just real quick use the midpoint markers on these, so we can, and we'll bring this out maybe a foot. So comma 12. We'll connect the edges with lines. We'll go all the way over to that corner, and so we'll have a slight, it will be a nicer appearance from inside the bedroom. Plus, it will add a little bit of aerodynamics when you're pulling your tiny house. What we're doing now is this is really, I believe, the best way to determine your outside wall, or to get the proper measurements, the 6-inch thickness of that wall. So we're using the offset and somewhere here, and just enter 6 inches, and then just continue these lines. Again, we'll see how the end of the line will just kind of connect to various points on the surface or on the edge. And so it's a lot of times you just go out over it, and you don't have to deal with the edges and all the points that the edge of the line wants to lock onto. Again, we just go out here somewhere, and we'll find where it's going to give me trouble. All right. Right, that's because we're actually, I mean, it's actually connecting to the lines there, uh, to the lower parts of the model. So I just have to get past out of the model so I can make that line. So now we have the outside edge, or the outside wall, that we can pull up and add windows to and other things, color. Maybe we'll even try that to go ahead, add our texture. Again, are we in model? We're in model. So we can choose our texture. Maybe we'll just color everything so that it gets all the surfaces. We could even just maybe erase this. We don't need these lines out here. And as long as we have the structure, the ceiling over the bathroom is not going to erase that back wall. It will remain there, so we're not. That will happen sometimes if you erase lines. You'll erase the surface of uh, the area on the other side. So we'll pull this up to this height. I'm not sure if that's just the ceiling height or the roof height. And then we'll see if we can bring this wall over and ro rotate, orbit around. And okay, that's we'll have to just draw a line here. And again, if we again, you can't trust lines, or you either use a rectangle, or we can uh, go over here. We need an edge on this other side, so maybe we can figure something out. We'll just go ahead, do the rectangle, erase that. We'll come over here, click on that, click on this point, and then just go forward, and there, that should solve that. Erase this line here, and then all we need to do is go with a rectangle, pan over a little bit, and then just attach, click on that point, and then attach, or bring it up to this top. That doesn't look straight. Let's see if the wall stays. If the wall stays, it's in the same plane. So that's good. We're good. Uh, just a little bit of rectangle, close that in. So now we're good all around. We can orbit over here, make sure we didn't do anything to the other side. And we can erase those now. Clean that up. All right. Back over here, do the same. And pan over. Uh, yeah, we probably should do, maybe just bring this wall up so we can finish this side of the wall. not have to deal with that later. Very sad. Signs up here. Sometimes I should just try to. Oh, see that has not. If we add the line here, it will enclose all the surfaces. So now we won't have a problem erasing that. Right, we'll go back here. How much time are we? Okay, we got a few more minutes. Let's go ahead and we can either figure out, I guess we need to figure out if we're doing this, let's have windows. But before we can determine where the windows are, we'll have to uh, determine what sort of cabinets we're going to put here or furniture. Maybe we'll just have drawers just so we can see through the windows. This will add make the room seem very large from our standing area over here. And plus, if we need to and we want more storage, we could even make this a closet area over here, which would be nice. All right, so we brought it up to this, the height of the mattress, and now let's see what that was. So we might go ahead and, uh, and make sure we have the drawers above that. That's 5 inches. And because that was the thickness of the mattress we had or have, we'll go ahead. Let's see if we can raise this up 14 inches more, and we'll look and see if it's something. I think that still will work with the windows here. We can just kind of draw lines here. Hopefully this will snap to the right. And again, this should, and there, see it turn lavender, so and green. And we'll orbit around. And once we complete the lines, it will um, go ahead and bring us a surface. We just can make that a continuation of the furniture here. And then we'll add windows. We still have time. So we'll hit the offset and do the 2 inch and double click, or either double click or triple click. Let's see. 2. Let's try 3. See if anyhow, just hit the button a lot. Right, let's do this. Just add this and put 2, and there we go. Come on. Sorry about that. Right, 2 inches. And I think that's right. And even if it wasn't, we can fix it some other ways. And we'll pull these through the surface. The textures are colored, so it will go ahead and bring that color through the entire opening. I need to pan over here a little bit just so I can uh, kind of snap to this edge here, snap over to this edge, and that way we have uh, finished our openings. Okay, not sure. Oh, here we go. All right, so we'll orbit around here, and I want to just bring those down 4 inches. Bring the window down just so we can put our framing up there. So we'll bring this down. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Sorry about that. Just want to move along. Okay, here we go. 6 inch or 4 inches. And we can line this one up with this. And one.